1 minute, what would you say to us?
Yeah, that isn't. If I had the entire world's attention for 1 minute. Again, love is too simple. That would just be sentimentalized. Don't be afraid comes to mind, but I don't think most people could believe it. They would think it was a naive statement of idealistic people. As one man said to me recently, well, in an ideal world, that might be true. So if I had 1 minute, it would have something to do with vulnerability again. Because that's the only space in which transformation takes place, do you see? As long as we're hardened, as long as there's a brick wall here, nothing's going to change. So I'd somehow, and I know maybe only a portion would be able to hear it, but I'd somehow want to call people to allowing the pain of other people to get inside of them. To allow other people to change your lives, especially the little ones. Allow the world's suffering to influence you. Now I know just saying that probably wouldn't make it happen. But again, as a Christian, that's what I believe the cross is saying. Let the pain in. It will be the only thing that will change you. You know, I've seen some of the wisest people emerge in the last 10, 15 years in the hospice movement. Perhaps you're familiar with it. These beautiful people who accompany people in their last weeks and months before they die. And they are some of the most universally human, caring, compassionate people I meet. I was with them in the death of my own mother and father. And they were such great human beings. They didn't talk doctrine, dogma. You never even knew what denomination or religion they belonged to. But you just felt this flow coming out of them. And what struck me as I talked to them was that I think most generations who've ever lived on this earth have accompanied the previous generations in their death watch over weeks, months. And I think that changes everybody. If someone you're really bonded to, your mother, your father, your sister, your wife, your child, you've got to be bonded to the person first. But to watch someone pass over that you're bonded with is the ultimate religious experience. I think most people in human history have had easy access to that. So I'm answering your question in a long way. But I wonder if I wouldn't call people more to be present to death. Not just going to the funeral, then it's too late. You've got to be talking to the person on the deathbed 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before. Because the veil gets very thin in those last weeks. And people say things and see things and know things. And people who are arrogant and invulnerable all their life. So many people have stories like that of macho men, macho businessmen who never let anybody tell them anything. And then you see this transformation, sometimes, in the last 2 weeks of life. That, get close to it. It's enough to change you. It's all you need to change you. You can never live inside of the isolated self again. So I would encourage people to draw close to death.